every day, 5 minutes, spend doing some exercises for the back, belly, and neck. These exercises I'm about to go through take care of exercising the muscles in the back, belly, and neck, and they do it in 5 minutes. So there's no excuses. Everybody's got time. I know you're busy. I know you got lots of things to do, but you got 5 minutes. So here's the routine. Every day, start off with some gentle rotation. 10 of each of these things. Then sideways, 10 of those. Then do some toe touches, but I don't touch my toes. I try to keep the back straight and bend with just the hips. So I bend over as I cross over, and as my hamstring tightens up, and I stop. Those are my prefer to do it on a step, where you can extend your heels off of the step and then lower them and raise them 10 times while you're holding on to a rail so you don't fall. For the next exercises, I go to the floor. Here I'm going to use the bench so you can see me better. But at home I do this on the floor on a nice carpet. Hands and knees next. I do a stretch. I call this the cat and the cow. Cat, where I arch the back and lower the head. Then I reverse it where I lower the belly and raise the head up. Alternate those 10 times. Then, keeping the head in neutral or looking ahead, I do a leg lift. Do that for the first couple of days. After that, from then on, do it with the opposite arm at the same time, 10 on each. Then lower the belly down and stretch it for about 10 seconds. Then go down all the way and do what I call the Superman pose, where I raise my legs and my arms and my head for about 10 seconds. Then flip, and I do leg lifts. I like to raise my legs and my arms at the same time, 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out. Then crunches, 10 regular, and 10 reverse, where you raise your bottom off of the floor. The only other thing I do in my 5 minutes is stretch the back of the leg, which we call the hamstring stretch. This is one way to do it. The idea is to feel a light burn behind the knee. This one I do for 20 seconds. Everything else is 10, either 10 repetitions or a hold for 10 seconds. This one is 20 because it is an actual stretch where we are trying to lengthen the hamstring. We often sit for long periods and it shortens on us, and then it pulls on the spine all day long. So we want to stretch it every day, about 20 seconds, light burn behind the knee. That's it for the 5-minute routine. Now I'd like to go through the 15-minute routine. Hit your major muscles at least once a week. Usually takes me about 15 minutes. Same thing as the first one, 10 of each, and you're done. The easiest way is with a dumbbell. But you can start off with a can of green beans if you want. The idea is to each week bump it up a little bit. But the first week should be a walk in the park. The first time you do any exercise should be a walk in the park. Should be a breeze. Do it 10 times. The next week, a little bit heavier weight. The next week, a little bit heavier weight. You should always be able to do 10. If you bump it up too much and you can only do 5, that's too much. Back it down, make sure you're able to do 10. But each week as you bump it up, after a while you should be starting to strain on the last 5. You should always be able to do 10. So the major muscles that you want to hit at least once a week, one set of 10, are the biceps, which is the front of the arm, the triceps, which is the back of the arm, the shoulder cap. The way you do that is you make a T, don't make a Y, just a T. Then the upper back. The way you do the upper back is you lay on your back, weight in front of you, lower the weight to the floor, bring it back up. Just don't drop it right here because then it'll fall on your face and that's not good. Then 10 fly, and 10 press. Then you do the middle back, and the way you do the middle back is you bend over, support yourself with one arm, with the other arm you hold the weight, and you do a pull back where you pull the shoulder back and then you let the shoulder fall down. 10 on each side. That's it for the upper back. For the lower, for the front of the leg, I do 10 squats. For the back of the leg, I do 10 lunges, where you go forward, and it's the push back where you get the exercise that you want. 10 on each leg. Now if the knees are not good, then what you want to do is you want to get an ankle weight, put it on the ankle, and do 10 standing, and then with the ankle weight on, although the first time you do it, you may want to do it with no ankle weight. 10 with the ankle weight on each leg. And that's it. Every week you want to hit those major muscles.